innovative, and it was fun. Hi, I'm Kevin Goble, and I'm a Circle Kid. I'm running for UNLV Club President 2011 to 2012 because I love this club, and I want the challenge. Over the past few years, I've gained so much from this club, and I want to pass it on, give it back. I know that I'm qualified for this position. You can see my list of experiences in my literature, so I'll just highlight the most important one. Last year, I was awarded Distinguished Vice President of Administration for my passionate service to this club. Over 330 community service hours, over 200 admin hours. I served at 100% of club general meetings and 100% of club board meetings. I stood in for the president when needed, leading general meetings, and attending president's retreat and training. I know the president position and how the executive board works. But most of all, I had a lot of fun that year. That's the kind of dedication you can expect from me as president. I believe the president is the face of Circle K. And so, the platform is very clear to me. Service, leadership, and fellowship. We can innovate service with more high-quality projects, a better member experience, and more single service events like Serenade. We can innovate leadership with more short-term mentorship opportunities and more fun workshops. We can innovate the executive board to be stronger. As president, I will grow those officers into their positions so that they can passionately fulfill their responsibilities too. We can innovate fellowship with a new family system to improve personal relationships in this club, to improve communication, and to help retain new members. We can innovate fundraising by raising more money for ourselves to make a bigger impact. By showing up to Kiwanis with prepared proposals for projects, with budgets, and then going back to show them the impact that their investment made on the community so that we can get more money next time. In conclusion, know that I'll bring everything I have, everything I can innovate to this position. Remember, we can innovate and we have more fun. Goble has the vote.
Questions? Calvin?
Last year you weren't very serious as someone voted you for EPA and you dropped out. What made you change over this past week and besides that this time?
Okay. First, the only reason I accepted the nomination for VPA was because I had an agreement with Nathan and Gloria as a friend that if he accepted the agreement or the nomination for president, that I would run as his VPA. But he wasn't serious, so what changed in the meantime was when I was nominated for presidency, I hesitated in declining, and a lot of feelings and thoughts over the past few weeks kind of came up. And so I spent the week talking with the past 4 presidents and really getting to know how the position is and whether it's something I want. And I determined that that is. I want to make this year-long commitment to Circle K and have that experience.
Sure.
What are your personal values in terms of leadership?
In terms of leadership.
And in your life, like personal values that really hold close to you, that will affect the club?
Most of all, integrity. When you take responsibility, it's really important to follow through. And then personal relationships and maintaining those so that you can ride through conflict and all of the stress and the trouble that's going to come up as you bond over it, as opposed to tearing yourselves apart. That's what I really value in my relationships and as a leader.
Panel unbranded. What do you think you'll do differently for this upcoming term? I don't know if that makes sense.
It does.
Yeah.
Other than the goals that I've stated in my platform, I think what I bring differently is that I'm more professional and organized than maybe past presidents. I really want it to be clear who's responsible for what, as opposed to just letting things ride out until the deadline. So not sending emails the day before, having those projects planned out in advance, and making sure that the coordinators give us a good job instead of just showing up and not knowing what we're doing. Most of all, it's that preparation, that organization that I would like to focus on.
Howard?
Kevin, you spoke about how you're innovating new ideas, like new fundraising, new certain projects and all that. Personally, how confident do you feel that you're able to innovate these ideas to the club and to the members?
I feel very confident in most of the ideas. To be honest, the family system will be the hardest one because every board has tried it the past 4 years and I haven't seen it done successfully. That's why I'd like to start it out small with one family and get it to work and then double the amount of families each time. It's something that I want to make sure that we focus on and remember as opposed to forgetting it when we're too busy doing other things. So I definitely want to take my time to ensure that we're doing it the right way and not just throwing out a bad execution of a good idea and then assuming that the idea was wrong.
Hi, Kev. No executive board is perfect, so how do you plan on resolving conflict within the board?
So, resolving conflict within the board. When the board members are conflicting, it can be good if it's about the club, if it's about what we're there for, so that we can arrive to the greatest solution to whatever it is we're conflicting on. But if it's a personal attack against each other, where they're worried about their weaknesses or they're worried about one-upping each other, that I cannot allow. Because we are here for a reason, and I need to remind them that we're here for this club and that we're going to do our best so that I can trump any conflict with that. Next question.
Kevin, you've served on a board before, you've served as VP before. You have a lot of experience. In your experience, like what stands out as kind of like a constant issue of like improvement and innovation that we need to like work on? And if you're elected president, what would you do to, I guess, work on this thing that needs improvement? Like, what do you see as the main thing that we need to do?
It's almost exactly what I said before. Building up our leaders to be strong enough to have passionate execution that works out. Because we always have good ideas every year, but we don't stick to it because we're too busy with classes, or we're too busy with other things. We're too busy being at 8 hours of service over the weekend to really take the time during the summer